Glad to have you with us from Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, as we are set for a showdown in the ReliaQuest Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Texas's offense will take the field first. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him, but David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week. You can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Tight end now in motion. Power football with the run. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end.
Coming out aggressively. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Miller. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. The connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Just keep swinging it. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. The Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He wants it all. Pass is incomplete, but I think the defense was offsides, and this will probably be a first down.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually.
Touchdown, Bucks! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. Got him downfield to the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Oh, they're after him! And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wingo. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides the back and leads it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Third down play from the gun. Here comes the heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Welsh. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end left. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end. Tripped up for the tackle.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable.
Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Lewis wants to pass. Fires to the middle. It's caught. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buffaloes look to keep this drive humming. Wants to keep it in the air. Unloads it downfield. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's not afraid to go deep. And he's got it at the 15-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Buffaloes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They go to the ground. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6. And the Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking down the middle. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. They'll try the run. There he goes. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. They get to him as he throws.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Off play action on 1st down. Rushes on him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and look for room. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Showing the arm strength to the left. Makes the grab deep. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Baxter. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. To throw, it's Manning. Pulls it in. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Here's a hit. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Fires it down the seam. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Going deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him...
He lets one fly deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Colorado. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
They'll line up to go for 2. Lewis to throw. And a dangerous pass there, almost threw a pick in the end zone. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. To the ground with the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, 2 quarters in the books in the ReliaQuest Bowl. A couple of teams who have battled their way here, looking to bring home some hardware for the trophy case. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the ReliaQuest Bowl.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half.
Texas.
On the run from inside his own 5. And now the hit knocks it loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's... Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Here's the pressure. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. And the try is no good. Hoping that a field goal could give you a little bolt of energy, but instead you look up and the scoreboard still says you're down by 17. Looking deep. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown Buffs! And the pummeling has started.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Lewis wants to pass. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Baxter. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football, great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
The RPO, it's complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Baxter. At midfield, he's got room. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2, he's kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
He said he was going to be aggressive, and he backed it up. That's one thing you want to see. You want to hear your coaches talk, and you want to see them back it up on the field.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Baxter. He is stopped behind. Scrimmage, they'll lose yards on that one. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Caught in the backfield, it's McCutcheon. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll start this drive with a pass. Sends it downfield. He's got it along the sideline. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Lewis to throw. He makes the grab for the 2. I don't know why you need to go for 2 there, but they do, and it's successful. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, the quarterback trying to get aggressive there on third down. He saw something he liked in a matchup he wanted to take advantage of, but the defense, they simply weren't fooled, and they're able to come away with the pick.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Lewis wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
He rifles one deep down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit. Of that as the game goes on.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. He'll take another shot here. He's got it on the left. Open spaces. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? They'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Final play of the quarter coming. To the air, it's Manning. Under fire. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wingo. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They're facing a third down. They'll go to the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. Right down the gut of the field. Tag. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buffs.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel group has there been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. He'll set up to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Welch. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Not much reason to go for the onside kick at this point, except they want to run up the score. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick. And they do. Here comes the Texas offense. And this sophomore signal caller really seems to be out of sorts, not exactly sure what he's seeing. And I think it's fair to say that the corner and the rest of his buddies on defense have won this battle, keeping this quarterback in check, David.
They have. They've definitely won the battle. And you wanted to see more in this matchup. And I tell you what, this QB, we know he's got ability. And listen, I know that's a great corner out wide, but I wish he'd have made a little bit more of the simple plays and moved this offense a little bit. Been a bad day, man.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Wingo. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. And they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this. And be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Looking for room. It's Baxter. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of...
And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the...
He gets a hand on it. He picks it up. He's running free down the middle. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. If these guys wanted to make a statement, statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Play the analytics here, and you go for two. Go straight ahead. Pulled down for the tackle.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points, and then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it. Know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Trying play action. Bringing the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Couldn't quite make the connection, now staring at a third down. Dropping back, it's Manning. Looking left. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Dead center perfect. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw on first down. Rifles it down the middle. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Finds some room. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. He's looking to throw. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside the 15, here's the return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Got it behind the line. It's Moore. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Lewis wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Hayden. Breaks into the open. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Looking for the 2-point try. They want to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Welsh. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. The Longhorns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the big fella. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wingo. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winner.
They didn't care they were unranked. That's not what they were worried about. Oh, this team's ranked. They weren't looking at them any different. They were looking to come in and get the W and execute. Great job believing they could come, Jesse, and knock them off.
Yeah, you're right, David. This team came in with something to prove, and they knew they had a national audience that was going to be paying attention.